Hi guys. Okay, yeah. It's been a stupid. I'm just genuinely cursed by all these people. I haven't filmed in months, and now someone's playing about with a motorbike on the main street. That's awesome. Assholes. Hi guys, okay, so I'm back. Finally, it's only taken me 6 months. I am so sorry. It's been a bad 6 months though. I have my own genuine reasons for having left filming. I've recently looked back on some of the stuff I'd filmed, and I'd filmed it all, got it onto the computer, ready to edit it and put it out there. And I'm so glad I didn't, because there was no enthusiasm, there was no... I don't know, I was just filming it so that I felt like I was still being me and still doing what I was doing, and the stuff is shocking. Like, I've literally gone through it and thought, can I save that? And I've deleted it. And I've watched another one and I've deleted it. So anything that I have filmed in the last 6 months, I've literally got rid of. So I have a lot of videos that I have to now redo, which is good because I'm back on it. So it gives me material to use. However, it's a bit of a pain in the butt. So yeah, I've had a bit of a rocky 6 months, guys. I think pretty much the last time I sat down to film was when I was going to Harry Potter Studios, which was in April this year. So I'd done that. I'd filmed my little update video, I'd filmed my chronic illness tag part 1 and 2, and I'd edited number 1 and put it out there, and it's literally been months and months since I put part 2 out. So I'm really sorry, but that is out now. All editing skills left my body. So yeah, like I say, I went to Harry Potter Studios with Thumper, and it was the most incredible day ever. I was literally like a 5-year-old from the minute I walked through. I won't ruin it for any of you in case you ever plan on going or you haven't been, but it literally, from the minute you get into the first introduction room, it's just, I'm just like excited about it again, and I'm not even there. So I think even if you weren't the biggest of Harry Potter fans, the place is just full of all the props, costumes, everything, like anything down to like little books that had been made for Dumbledore's office, and it was just incredible. So if you haven't been, I would seriously recommend it, because whether you're a geek or not, you're gonna geek out when you get to this place. It's just ridiculous. Me and Thumper spent an absolute fortune at Harry Potter Studios, because I came away with Dumbledore's wand. That sounds a bit odd, but yep, that's what I came away with. I came away with wands, I came away with tickets for the Hogwarts Express, chocolate frogs, Bertie Bott's every flavour beers. There is freaking all sorts upstairs in Narnia now that Narnia is ridiculous. So yeah, Harry Potter Studios, absolutely incredible. But I'd overdone it. I'd had quite a busy week leading up to Harry Potter, and I'd given myself a few days. I thought it was enough. Obviously not. I ended up in a serious major flare-up that lasted over a month. And when I say major flare-up, I mean I could barely leave the bedroom. I got to the bathroom. So I had this physical flare-up that happened, and I was really beginning to worry that I was stuck like that, and this was my just new level of health, and that was it. That was me done. But no, luckily, with a lot of being looked after and taking care of myself and doing things properly, it eventually waded off. However, my mental health took a serious nosedive, and it wasn't particularly induced by anything initially, and I didn't leave the house for about 2 months. I'm not even lying. I wouldn't go with Thumper food shopping. I barely left the bedroom, actually. I was really, really bad. And Thumper was really worried about me. My friends were starting to get seriously concerned because, like I say, I wouldn't leave the house. Some days, most days, I wouldn't leave my bedroom. I don't know what it was. My anxiety just said, don't leave, because everything bad that could possibly happen is going to happen. And it was the most ridiculous mental state I have been in for a long time. It's the worst depression, anxiety level I have had ever during my 3 years of having fibromyalgia, and it took me by surprise. I then started getting a little bit better. My medications all got increased. Like, it got to the point where I was just off my face all the time on my medication, because that was the only way this stuff was going to help me. And yeah, I wasn't in a state to film at all. So yeah, I started improving a bit mentally, and I was feeling better for a couple of weeks. Everything was feeling great. Me and Thumper went on holiday. We went to Whitby and we took Bobby with us, and it was the most incredible holiday ever. I think we both just needed to leave where we were just for a while and get some sea air in the old lungs, because I'd run out of options for things to try. I'll be honest. It was really, really quite bad and really quite dark, I'll be honest. So yeah, we had a fantastic holiday, and it really perked me up quite a lot, and I felt a lot better in myself, and things were feeling a bit better. Then life struck again. So I'm not going to go into it because it's very, very personal, and I've moved on from it, and I've made my peace with what happened, and I don't want to bring names or anything like that into it. But stuff started happening again that I thought had well and truly been finished with, and apparently not. So that was real fun to deal with, which of course set me straight back to where I was again. But then my mum and dad came back for a month. Well, my mum came back for a month and my dad came back for a week from Hong Kong, and I don't get to see them very often. So I was feeling better again at this stage, and I could have probably started filming there and then, but for me, I needed to spend that time with my mum and dad. I'd missed them a lot during this really bad little phase. So just having like my mum here for a month and then my dad for a bit, it was much needed. But we did things like sauna days with my mum and going out for meals and just basically spending as much time with them as I could, because with them being so far away, we never really know when we're going to see each other in person next. So yeah, it's been a while. So that was lovely. So we did that, and then I got more and more emails coming through from you guys, either through YouTube or through my Facebook page, and I can honestly say if I didn't get them, I wouldn't have carried on again, because I was feeling better, and I thought, you know what, fine, what I'm doing doesn't make any difference anyway, so what's the point of me putting myself out there? It's pointless, no point. And the emails just kept coming in and flying in and asking when I'd be doing something else or just how I was. And I received a really lovely email. I won't name names, but it was so sweet. And this person basically had fallen out of a relationship because of fibromyalgia, and they'd got back together again, and they now live together, and it was just really nice. And it's the fact that this person had watched my videos that made them realise that they were throwing away something really special because of their health, and it wasn't going to help them, or it wasn't going to help their condition. So yeah, I'd received various emails from different people, and it was just a massive uplift. So if you guys ever want to get in touch, even if it's just to say hello, do it, because if I can't sleep, I will respond to you. In fact, shout out to Amanda Anderson. I'm pretty sure that's how to say it. Amanda Anderson. I promised you I'd give you a shout out because we were chatting one night on Facebook for like hours and hours. So I promised you a shout out, so hi! Thank you for all your messages and everything, because if it hadn't been for you guys getting in touch, this wouldn't be happening. That's the honest truth. I really was happy to hang up the Littlespoon thing. I was done with it. So yeah, thank you for that. It's huge, and I don't think I can put it into actual words what that actually meant to me. So a few things have changed since I was last on camera, obviously 6 months ago. Me and Thumper and Daddy B, which is Thumper's dad if you don't know, if you're fairly new to the channel, we go to the Hilton Hotel, which costs £10 for like all day swim, sauna and steaming, and you can literally leave, they give you a receipt and you can come back again. So because it's right in the city centre, you could go out and have lunch, come back and carry on sauna and steaming, and I kid you not, my skin is in such good condition now because we've been going. But not only has my skin improved, just my bones and everything. We'd go once every other week probably, I'd say, at the moment, but it's a nice little venue where we go, so everything's really close by to each other, which is ideal because it means that, you know, you can do a bit of a swim or a bubble pool, and then there's not actually far to go to reach the steam room and the sauna room. So it's the place we went to with my mum, and apparently they used to go all the time, and I'd never known about this. You don't have to be a guest at the hotel, you can just go. So if you live in Nottingham, or check out your local Hilton, I don't know whether it's the same everywhere, but you can, at the Nottingham Hilton, get a day pass for the sauna and steam room. And I would highly recommend it because the heat on your bones, it sounds ridiculous, but it is the warmest my bones have been in years. And you will probably get completely what I'm saying, or you'll think I'm just... That's my belly. You will completely get what I'm saying, or you will just think I'm a lunatic, or both. But yes, sauna, steam room, amazing. Highly recommend. Another big life change that I have made in the last 6 months is I have gone gluten-free. I would say I've been doing it, it'll be nearly 3 months now. And I have to say, I feel a hell of a lot different and a lot better for it. I got told years and years ago when I was about 15 that I, occasionally suffered from gluten sensitivity, which meant that if I ate too much bread, pasta and cakey things in a small amount of time, it meant that my body couldn't really cope with it, and we just kind of brushed it off. I just had to be careful, and that's how it had always been. Partly, when I was off filming, in this 6 months, I was getting really ill all the time, and it's getting to a stage now with my fibro that I can pick up when it is a flare related problem and when it's something else possibly. There's a question mark as to whether it's attached to the fibromyalgia or not. And I was getting serious IBS problems. I was getting really bad stomach pains all the time, like to the point where I wasn't really wanting to eat, which isn't particularly healthy. So yes, I decided, someone had suggested to me, why don't you try gluten-free stuff, because, you've had problems with it before, maybe you're going through a bad patch again. So I really thought it was just a bit of a bad patch, because I'd ate too much stuff and too much crap. So I swapped over a few things like pasta, bread, but I was still eating general stuff, like normal things that I didn't really check the ingredients of. I just assumed it was okay. felt a bit better, felt a bit of a change. My IBS symptoms straight away just disappeared. And then I thought, well, I don't think it's making that much of a difference. I feel a bit better. And, well, I had a film day with one of my friends, and I was an idiot. I was eating donuts, Krispy Kreme donuts, my old favourite. Hence, old favourite. We bought cakes, donuts, all sorts of crap that we just sat and pigged out all day, and I paid big time for about 4 or 5 days. I was seriously ill. Like, it was bowels of hell that were happening and I knew straight away what it was that had caused the problem, because I'd had no problems, binged like an absolute pig on all this stuff, and felt atrocious pretty much straight away. It was then that I decided, no, enough's enough. If I'm going to do it and I'm going to check to see how I feel, I'm doing this completely. Initially, I was really angry about how many foods contained this nasty thing that my body didn't like, whereas now, totally cool with it. It's fine. I know roughly what I can have. I will check foods anyway if it's something that I haven't checked beforehand, and every so often I will recheck things that I'm eating, because I will check it if like the packet says new improved flavour, because chances are it's some kind of wheat based item that they've now added to it to make it tastier. I really was convinced that the problems I was having was purely medication based, and it would appear that actually a lot of my problems seem to have come from the gluten. If you'd like to see a separate video on that, on some of the foods and stuff that are available and ways of getting used to it and whichever, let me know. Any other updates? Let me think. So this little fellow's come to say hello. Any other updates? Oh, hi. So, yes. Things are feeling a lot better, and I feel like me again. Me and Thumper are great in terms of me and Thumper. We are better than we were before, because only other update, me and Thumper are marvellous as usual. There's no change there. If anything, I think we've become a lot closer these last few months, because I've had a lot of things going on, and so has Thumper, and it's really tested us as a couple, I think. And I can honestly say she's marvellous, and I couldn't have asked for anyone better to be with me and looking after me at all. I think if you can find support, if you do find it and you get it, just hold on to it, because it's one of the most important things with this condition and getting better. So I'm back now, and I don't plan on going into that dark place again. I truly appreciated every single message, and I am slowly getting around to replying to each and every one of you. It's just taking a bit of time playing catch up, because there's 6 months worth of catch up playing, and that's a lot. So yes, don't think I'm ignoring you. If you sent me a message, I will get back to you. So yeah, get in touch, and I promise I will keep doing videos, and I'm back. I mean it this time. So yeah, thanks guys. See you soon. Bye. Oh, I paused. There isn't really. Oh, where's the bright sun come from? No. Yes, me and Thumper are. You're making this take a long time. Move. Come on. Why? That's awesome shot. That's incredible. If there is anything else you'd like to see, be it about my gluten-free stuff, be it my fibro stuff, bye.
Mama told me one day I'ma grow up big and I'ma be a king. And my papa told me it's okay to say when shit hurts. Don't forget your dreams, 'cause they'll get